students of class 11th. Today in this lecture we shall discuss about the phylum Annelida, and before this lecture we have already discussed it about various phylums, starting from the phylum Porifera. We have also discussed it about the phylum Coelenterata, phylum Ctenophora, phylum Platyhelminthes, and phylum Nemathelminths. And in this lecture we will discuss about the phylum Annelida. Let's look and see what are the characters that is present in phylum Annelida. Before understanding the characters of phylum Annelida, we should know about the basic features of classification, and I hope you have already listened the lectures, that is lecture number 1st, about the basic features. If you have not listened till now, first go and listen that lecture, then come back here. I assure that you will understand everything very clearly. So the first character that the phylum Annelida is possessing is many of the animals that includes in this phylum are ringworms. They are in the shape of a ring. Sometimes they are also known as the segmented worms. Why they are known as segmented and why they are known as ringworm? Due to the presence of their character like a ring and like a segment. Okay, segment means can be defined as a term in which when an individual body part is repeatedly present, it is known as segmented. For example, in this character, let's look an example by taking earthworm. It has one segment that is again repeated another segment. Similarly, the repetition of the body parts goes on and on. That's why we call phylum Annelida also as segmented worms. Okay, if we look at the habitat of animals including in the phylum Annelida, they are aquatic. Some of them are also terrestrial. By living in aquatic or in terrestrial, they are either freely living or they are in parasitic mode of living, that is by using the host. Okay, in aquatic they use the medium or water as medium, and in terrestrial they use the resource or land, and in free living they are not depend on the host. Some are parasitic, that they use host as a source of nutrition. Okay, if we look at the body part, then we can divide the body into segments, and each segment is known as metameres. This is one metamere. We can call it a segment, or another term by using metameres is segment. In segmentation is due to the presence of annuli. How annuli look like? Let's see. If we look the earthworm externally, then it looks like this. If it is a segment, there is a groove, another groove, another groove. Okay, इस तरह से ग्रूव प्रेजेंट हो गया. इस तरह से नीचे एक थोड़ा सा गहरा है. What is groove is something like this. If we show this part, this अंडर पार्ट इज नोन एज ग्रूव. ये जो गहराई वाला पार्ट है इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? ग्रूव बोलेंगे. और इसी ग्रू, जब ये ग्रू होता है ना, इसी ग्रू वाले पार्ट को, यानी ये वाला जो अंदर की तरफ चला गया, इसी को हम क्या बोलेंगे, एन्यूलाई बोलते हैं। इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, एन्यूलाई। ठीक है, ये एन्यूलाई जो है वो एक्सटर्नल है। एन्यूलाई इज प्रेजेंट, वी कैन सी एंड टू लोकेट एंड अंडरस्टैंड द कंसेप्ट ऑफ एन्यूलाई फ्रॉम एक्सटर्नल बाय लुकिंग फ्रॉम एक्सटर्नल. And the body, if the body is again divided also from the internally, if it is segmented, also divided due to presence of this black like structure, it is not called it as annuli, it is the septa. It is the septa which divides the internal parts. Annuli is that part which divides the body from externally. Annuli divides the body from external, and septa divides the body from internal. Okay, I hope you got it. And if we look at the level of organization, then there is well defined and formed organs, that may be the digestive organs, excretory organs, and so on. For as per the symmetry of phylum Annelida, they are mostly bilateral. And if we look at their body plan, they are tube within tube body plan. What do you mean by tube within tube? They are having mouth, they are having anus. This is a tube, and this tube is also present extended from another tube like structure, that is the body part. This tube, when there is a mouth for intake of food and anus for the egestion of food, such body plan is known as the tube within tube body plan. Okay, another, if we look at the germ level, they are mostly triploblastic means they are having ectoderm, they are having mesoderm, they are having endoderm. 3 layers at the blastula level. Okay, first true coelomatic animals, they are the first true coelomates animals. Coelomates means they are having a cavity. This is the first animal which is having a cavity present between the body wall and gut or intestine. गट और बॉडी वॉल के बीच में अगर केविटी प्रेजेंट होगा तो उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, coelomates बोलते हैं. ओके, and if the coelomate is truly formed, then it is known as true coelomates, or for this another name is the eucoelomates. Okay, so phylum Annelida is the first true coelomates, and the coelom is filled with water. That is why they are having this hydraulic skeleton for positioning the body, for giving shape and protection for the body. There is the presence of water inside the coelom, which gives a skeleton purpose. And if we look at the segmentation, there are metameric segmentation. Metameric segmentation means the body is divided externally, we have already discussed it, externally from by annuli, and internally divided by septa. That if the body is divided both externally and internally, then it is known as the metameric segmentation. Okay, excretory organs are present, and osmoregulation is also occurs through an organs, and this organ is known as nephridia. Nephridia is what? It is the combination of flame cells plus flame cells plus flame cells and phloem cells. Many number of flame cells together form nephridia, and nephridia work as for excretion, that is a filtration purpose. And the another purpose of the nephridia is the osmoregulation, that is the maintenance of soil in water, also the excretion, that is the removal of nitrogenous waste, or for the purpose of filtration. Okay, just like a kidney, excretory organs, just like a kidney. And if you look at the circulatory system, they are having a closed circulatory system, and their blood color is red. Maybe it is the blue or other color. And if there is a blood which is red, this is due to the erythrocurorin pigment, not due to the hemoglobin. Redness is not due to the hemoglobin, but it is due to the erythrocurorin. This we have to keep in mind. Okay. Locomotory organs are present. It may be in the shape of a setae, and it is maybe in the in the form of parapodia, and it also occurs through the presence of suckers. These are the three body parts or organs which helps in the locomotion, that is movement from a place 1 to the place B. By using setae, parapodia and suckers, they can move from one place to another. Okay. Respiration occurs through the skin, that is why they are also known as cutaneous respiration. Skin are very thick, and the gas can be passed from the skin. They may be unisexual or bisexual. Fertilization may be external, that is occurred outside the body, or inside the body, that is internal. Development occurs indirectly, that is through the formation of larva, and the larva formed here is known as Strokufur larva. This is the part which we have to keep in mind, that which kind of larva is formed. Strokufur larva is formed during the development of phylum Annelida. Some examples of phylum Annelida are Ferritima, that is the common name of Ferritima posthuma or Ferritima is earthworm, and the another common name of Nereis is sandworm. Okay. If we classify further it into another subclasses, then there is order Hieronidae, Polychaetae and Oligochaetae, HPO, that is the presence of sucker, that is based on the presence of sucker, parapodia and sedia. Bisexual, unisexual and bisexual. Some example is leeches, some examples is Nereis, and some examples are Ferritima. Okay. I hope you can understand the lecture very well. So thank you so much. By keeping this smile, thank you so much for listening me. Thank you so much.